Not sure how much you know about Philip Hronek, but just your thoughts on what you're going to be getting at some point here.
Yeah, we're really excited. You know, he's a top 4 defenseman, but he's got 38, 40 points. He's got a bomb from the point. You know, just a piece that we need, a right-hand defenseman that can play in your top 4, 22-minute type of guy. I think we're fortunate to get him.
Do you have any idea on the timeline?
4.
For getting him back, he's hurt right now.
No, I have no idea. We got to get to our doctors and stuff like that. It's not serious, but I think we got to evaluate, and then we'll go from there.
Do you know, like, when does he get in for that process to begin, sort of?
Next, what was it, Thursday? This weekend he'll be in. I don't know the exact day, but and then I'll go through our evaluation.
What does it mean to you as a coach, Rick? You probably have some say in shaping your roster, but to get a guy like Hronek, where you're trying to kind of retool what you have here and reconstruct it, but to get a credible guy to move that process forward, what does it mean to you as a coach?
Well, it's big. You know, I'm trying to implement a few things. Obviously, I want to play a faster style of play. You know, I think to be a really good team, you have to be a good team on the breakouts. That's what he can do, a good first pass. He can join the rush. You know, he can complement whoever he plays with. So he's 25 years old, so it's not like we're getting a 31-year-old or 30s. He's a 25-year-old, so he's going to be part of this process for the next few years here. So I think that's the key. Like, he's not old.
You're looking at the trade deadline through a different lens now. You were traded 5 times as a player, twice at the deadline. Do you remember those 2 times in March and what it meant and how maybe unnerving it or unexpected or expected it was? Just for you.
Well, there's obviously different feelings. Depends where you go. You know, obviously going to Pittsburgh, I mean, I hated to leave Philadelphia, but you know, I went to an all-star team, so that was kind of fun to go get traded. Yeah, people have different, you know, there's different feelings because everybody looks at your career. You know, is it going to help your career, not your career? But you know, he's a type of guy that I think he's excited to join. Like, you know, he's going to a situation where he's going to play with some good players, and what we're trying to implement here.
Could he help on the PK as well?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, you know, I know as an assistant coach in the year we won in Pittsburgh, you know, we didn't have a huge defense, but we defended really quick, and we had puck possession. That's how when you don't have big, huge defensemen, you know, like some teams do, you defend other ways. So there's different ways to win.
When you have 2 puck movers like that, do you want them playing with just like stay-at-home defensemen, or do you think you can have success with them together?
I don't know. That's a good. I don't know. We haven't really checked the pairs out, but you know, I'm open for anything. All I know is guys like, you know, Pedersen and Kuzi and Miller and those guys, you know, they want to play with the guys who are going to get the puck up to them quick. So wherever they go, we have another guy that can do that for us.
He's had a lot of success in the power play, so
yeah, he's got a bomb.
Quinn's your guy, so how do you use them both, or do you put one on two?
Well, it's good options. It's good firepower. You know, you could say it strengthens if he's a second unit guy, he strengthens that. You know, do you find him on the first unit? Where do you put him? I know he's got a rocket, so you always want that guy up top to have a rocket. But he also, because Husey, I mean, the guy's got 50 assists. The guy can find anybody. So it's a good problem for a coach to have.
An update on JT Miller?
He felt good today. I don't know game time status.
We've met a lot of players, new players, either by trade, either by injury, to work your system into. How challenging is it for the guys, maybe for the dozen guys who've been there all the time, to have a new guy in all the time and try to be consistent?
Yeah, a lot more individual or smaller group meetings. I always feel when you have a lot of players coming your way, instead of, you know, and I've been doing team meetings, don't get me wrong, it's been more individual or smaller group meetings. I always felt that's easier to get to certain players, to get them up to speed on your system.
It's been about 5 weeks, I guess, since you've been here. From probably easier to see some change when you look back into now. Is it going like you'd hope? Is it going fast?
Well, it's a work in progress. You know, as a coach too, it's my job to them to understand me, like too. Like it's, I like doing little things different, but I don't want to come in and change everything because they're used to certain things too. So it's a give or take, and you know, you rely on your leaders. You know, Petey and Millsy and Husey and those guys I pick their brains. Hey, what do you think about this? You know, I think it's important that the coach and the players have a partnership. It's just not just me. I mean, I got to learn from those guys too.
You said game time status, you mean game time decision tonight from it?
Yeah.
What's your impression of the Wild so far? You've been watching them recently.
Typical Billy Guerin like type of team, man. They're a tough team to play against. They won what, 6 of their last 7. Good defense, the goaltending's great. They got their lines they have identity, and obviously you got the Carell there. He's he's unreal. But they're a balanced team. They're built for a 7-game series type of team. So and the way they've been winning lately, 2-1 hockey games, they're comfortable winning those type of games.
How much do you think that plays off Everson, who kind of grinded out a career as a grindy third line center?
Well, I don't know him too well, but just from afar, I really like what he's done there, and I'm a huge Billy Guerin fan. What he's done, but he makes everybody accountable. He's a fiery guy, but he knows his X and O's.
Favorite Bill Guerin story you can share? Your favorite Bill Guerin memory you can share?
Oh, there's so many. Billy. Well, the one thing with Billy, he used to take us out to dinner a lot. If Jim Rutherford didn't come assist, so he used to take us to great restaurants, and I got a few photos of Billy eating dessert though that I might leak to the press one day. He's a hockey guy. He's fun to be around, and you can tell that's what he's done with the Wilds. It's his footprint on that.